Alright, so this is going to be a demo review for Good that I played on the Gold Nova account. I'll be letting the demo play in the background so you can see my pathing, see the positions I hold, the positions I play, the nades I throw, and like the things that I worry about. I'll be talking about small things that are happening as the demo plays in the background, so the things are just going on inside my mind as I'm playing the game. If there's something more in depth that I need to talk about, or like important details that make a big difference, I'll pause the video, I'll draw on screen and like explain what's going on, why I'm doing certain things, or general concepts that you need like to keep in mind as we're going as it's going on. Hopefully this is going to be helpful. So on pistol round here, we're going to be starting passively into palace. Never a bad idea to see what setup the CTs have on pistol rounds. We hear a nade on ramp, which might indicate an aggressive setup, so I'm going to be holding for a palace push initially. I see that it's not a palace push. Teammate is out and dies, and right on radar now we see that there's 2 question marks on the A bomb side. So that indicates that there's 2 people on the A side there. Generally, or typically, you might expect now like a guy who was playing window or connector or something to be looking at the A side as well, so we're facing 3 guys here, that's what we know. Ideally, what you're going to be doing with this setup as a T is looking from ramp into tickets or in the bomb site to get a pick there, or just explode onto bomb site together by both simultaneously pushing or like fighting from ramp to ticket while the palace people are going out into the bomb site. Sadly, what's going to happen is we're going to go a bit slower about this and everybody's just going to get one tapped by the better CT guns. I don't know where my teammate died from. They ping jungle, so I'm looking for that. And sadly, I just get one tapped. And the round's done. Alright, next round. We're going to be forcing up, trying to hurt the CT economy as much as possible, while also saving some of our money. I buy down to 1200, so I can basically buy next round if we lose this. I'm going to go middle, and I'm going to go for a bit of an ego peek into the window guy, hoping that the guy is going to be confident enough to just swing into the lower buy and hopefully get a one tap on the guy. I don't immediately see him, so what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be going back behind the boxes here on my left. Why am I going to be doing that? Because at this point in time I'm at risk of a guy also peeking short as window at the same time, which I can't like both hold simultaneously. So I'm going to be going back in, and my teammate is going to get a one tap on the guy window who swings now. Still like looking for a guy on short now as the team is scaling, and this kill is just good crosshair placement basically. And at this point you want to be either taking a bigger advantage of the 2 kills that you have taken in middle, or reset the round and see what the CT reaction is going to be. Because oftentimes at higher levels what happens is after 2 kills happen in middle, the A players for example, they push ramp around to get information about what's happening. They might be pushing palace. Same might be happening on B. They might be pushing B apps to see what's going on, or they might be pushing like underpass, for example, to see where the other T's are. They've seen a lot in middle, but they don't know specifically that we're all here. Right. So I'm going to be going like to check if somebody's pushing T-spawn. In the meantime, my teammates are going to be pushing up shorts, and my teammate yellow dies with the bomb. At this point, I just want to make my way to the B side as quick as possible, because we can't afford to die one by one to this one player on the B side. Clearing my corners as I go, kinda. Alright, he's looking for my teammate orange. I'm gonna be swinging him here and basically get a free kill. Now get out into the bomb side. Orange is gonna plant. I see green is coming short, so I'm gonna be taking map control into markets. Gonna get on top of here to get a little off angle, just in case the guy rotates in through CT. And I'm gonna use my over 4,000 hours of aiming skill to get this kill as cleanly as possible. On to the next round. They're gonna be on a similar money situation. It's something to keep in mind. They won the pistol round and they bought after that, and then they lost next round. They're on a 1400 loss bonus, so they'll be on a very low buy. What you want to be doing here is one of 2 things. Either you go deathball mode and push something with all of your teammates and overpower the lesser powered guns on the CT side and bully your way into the bomb side. Or you play it a bit slower. But if you're going to be playing slow, you don't want to be playing somewhere alone, because it's very easy to get one leak somewhere, give up a rifle, and from that point the round can easily spiral out of control because your team is going to be trying to reacting to that lost gun. So that's something you want to keep in mind when playing these kind of rounds where you know that the enemy is going to be on a lower buy. Going to be doing something similar here again. Going to be going into middle, throwing that same flash again. My teammate smoked window again, just like they did last round. Just check if the window smoke is good. Appears to be so, so we're going to be focusing on short now. Short guy doesn't seem to swing. Alright, at this point we know that we got an entry onto A side, and it looks like my teammates are going to be going out into the bomb side. Teammate is taking a fight towards short. We want to be getting to the A side right now, helping the teammates. So I'm going to be smoking off short with the smoke. Window is also going to be a threat now, so I'm going to molly window. Flash connector. Blinding my teammate in the process. This is mollied off, I'm going to go through window. And here I kind of make a mistake, because I went to the window alone. I'm not tradable here if I die. I took 82 damage from that deagle. Luckily I got that kill. I also hear a guy to my right now, so I want to be getting out here as quickly as possible so I don't lose this rifle. Going back towards the bomb site, teammate is planting. And now I see that we heard that there was a scout and we saw it on radar in CT on tickets, and we know that the guy is here to the right because I heard that guy step. I see that my teammates are still on the bomb site, like on the place they planted, and they don't seem to be moving. They're fighting that CT guy. I hear I'm going to be taking a risk and look for the fight against the jungle guy, just to make sure that we have this piece of map control, so that the jungle guy doesn't like get to safely peek my teammates onto the bomb site here and just like kill the both of them, for example, and have me and blue here isolated in connector. That's the idea behind this peek. Luckily I get this kill cleanly. And from this point, you're just gonna make a cocky play. Teammate flashes for you. Jump over and kill the guy on the scout because you had very little chance of winning the round. Should be expecting a buy here from the enemies.
We will defeat the mercenaries. I'm throwing smoke.
And again, this is good default usual to take mid control. So flash over. Nobody there. I looked down there, I don't know if you caught that, to see if there's not an SMG or something pushing up middle fast. I know that there isn't, so I know that I'm safe behind these boxes now. Window smoke is good again. And since I'm the first guy out, I'm going to be looking at short here. For some reason, my teammate is going to be running into connector. So I'll be smoking off connector because I want to go help him here. The only reason I could go and get this kill is because short is smoked behind me, and that my back is not being that I'm not being shot in the back right now. Again, taking the same map control, just going into jungle and locking this side of the map down. At this point, I notice that my teammate is going back into ups for some reason with the bomb, instead of coming middle with me towards the A side, which is clear now. You don't want to be going through this hole right here, because there's no reason to really take this risk. We know that the B side is clear now. The only way that the enemy could come from is either through CT if he was still on ticket somewhere, or from short. Going through this might just like give up the rifle that I'm holding right now. Teammate makes contact, go for the trade. And now what I want to be doing is locking this guy into the A bomb side so we can't rotate into B. Just waiting for him. And at this point we hear him stepping, and he's running away towards ramp. So at this point we're going to try to take away the rifle that he's just trying to save. And there we go. On to the next round. I'm going to be flashing my teammates out of the ramp here. I called for this. I told them to just go out. gonna be smoking the jungle cross, mollying CT. Alright. What these teammates want to be looking for right now is map control, but they're not really doing that. Blue is standing on default, yellow next to me is just standing on ramp, and the other two people are palace. They want to be pushing out somewhere, so I have space to plant. Sadly, I'm not going to have that, so I'm just going to have to risk it. I saw a head there on stairs. Now it's mollied, now I can go for the plant. Same plan here, get out of the bomb site as fast as possible, get into an after plant position, and now just wait. It's the enemies that have to, the CTs have to make a move here and come for us. As you can see, my teammates are looking for fights and are gonna be punished for it. At this point, since we are not getting any kills, I feel the balance of the round shifting. I'm gonna be asking Orange to flash for me so I can swing the bomb site with that. Get a kill off for that. Get back into safety. We're in the 2v3. Try and stay alive here. And the enemies don't have time anymore to defuse the bomb. Let's keep on to the next round. As we have a timeout. And this is a round where I'm going to be making a stupid mistake. I'm going to be going mid with the AWP here. Flashing myself in again, same util. And at this point here, this flash here, right in front of me is gonna pop, and it indicates that the guy's gonna be going fast. At this point, what either should be happening is the blue guy behind me should be helping and like preventing the push, or I should back off. One of those things. What's gonna be happening is I dodge the flash, I get behind here, and I know a guy's gonna be close. I know that based off the flash here. And I'm gonna be looking for him, and I just give myself up to him. And blue dies in the process. And only the third guy gets the trade kill. So that's a stupid mistake by me, by just looking for that fight while I should have been hiding and let blue help me out there. Just gonna be skipping through the round here. Alright. Next round here is going to be an example of two philosophies of AWPing, what you can be doing on the T side with an AWP. In the beginning of the round, I'm going to be looking for an opening fight. I'm going to go towards ramp. And I'm going to see if I can catch a guy crossing from the bomb site to stairs, or a guy who's just like giving himself up into the bomb site. No one crosses. I'm seeing if there's something in there, but like clearly with this smoke up, there's not going to be a pick for me to find. I'm going to reposition into Palace. And from this point on, as we can see, my teammates have not taken any map control. But we're trying to work the bomb site here. I need something here to like someone to take an opening engagement. Orange is blocking me now. And from this point now, as we're making our way into the bomb site, my role as an AWPer changes from somebody who should be looking for an opening pick and making space for the team to make sure that we can hold on to that space. So you'll see me here like play passively from Palace and like look at the angles from which my teammates are at risk. I'll be smoking this off and looking at jungle. In the meantime, my teammates got the necessary kills, and we close out the round from here. You know the guys in connector, we're just going to be trying to hunt him and steal his gun away, take his gun away for the last round of the half after this. There we go. And then on to the last round of the half. We're going to be going mid as a team here. And here you'll see that as a team we collectively make the mistake of going too slow and not really taking map control or taking any initiative. So guy to window. We're gonna be looking to spam that guy a little bit. See if we can get a free or cheeky pick on him. Our teammate died behind. So this is important to take note. I see that there's another guy into CT. There's a cross and a question mark. So that's one guy left in CT. Teammate died here, so there should be like a guy who's either pushed out of Palace or for some reason like crossed green here. I don't know how this happened, but yellow died there, so there is an enemy close there. Blue doesn't see anything on short. In hindsight here, we should have taken short, but for some reason our bomb is dropped in top mid. And they're not really giving us a fight in middle. We're just sitting here now. That molly came from short. And the short guy's just like getting 3 kills. We heard there's another guy on short. He has a deagle. I heard a step behind me from ramp. So I'm expecting a guy to like be pushing behind me at some point. But as you can see, the teammates here, one is out on the A side. He's like top connector. And they both died to the short guy. And at this point, I'm just going to take too long to still make an impact on the round. I get that kill, it's fine. But here, instead of looking for a kill now, I'm trying to bait them in. And sadly, they're going to be smart enough to like not give me a free kill. So now I realize I need to move and just try to hope that I can go for the kills. $4,000 hours of game experience, by the way. Onto the CT side. Where I'll be playing B to demonstrate. How I'd be playing the B side here. So there's not going to be too much happening on the CT side here, as the enemies are going to put a lot of pressure towards A. But this shows you how you should be like rotating and stuff. I see 3 red dots. 2 people died there. Bomb is spotted on A. Just rotate towards A now. Life of a B player sometimes. Rotate in. As my 2 teammates are still like towards short and window. Don't fully trust connector. As you saw the way that I crossed there, when I came in through CT, I looked at ramp. There was nobody there. I saw that I had a teammate close to Palace, so that I knew that I could like afford to make this cross here to go into connector, while like taking care of ramp. But now you can see green's looking at this. Yellow has full Palace control, so I get to focus on maybe lower because we're still missing 1 guy. There's 2 enemies left. We see 1 guy in top mid. Bomb is down on A. We don't know where the 5th guy is. Get a kill on the guy top mid. And now just focus on the A side again where the bomb is dropped. And there we go, we win the round. Next round again, I buy an M4 and 2 flashes. We're gonna go for this jump spot again. I already see a question mark on the A side. So it's already in the back of my mind and I'm gonna maybe have to rotate. I'm gonna flash my way like deep into apps. And I'm gonna be starting to clear apps right now. Why am I doing this? Because I want some info. We saw a guy towards A ramp. We don't hear or see anything on middle. We don't see or hear anything on A. So I just want to get some piece of info to maybe clear out B early, for example.
Throwing smoke.
And now that I know that B is clear, this allows me, because I'm already here, to get a fast flank onto the A attack. Clear top mid in the meantime, it only costs you a second here. I know that he's mainly coming through ramp. And I make sure they don't clear me now, so I'm gonna start shifting. There's the first guy, I hear the second. Easy double kill, nobody looking at me. Going towards B again. Molly in hand. Start with jump spotting. So again, I don't really see a lot this round. We don't hear pressure in middle. We also don't have eyes on middle. Also important to note. I see that my teammate is deep into ramp already, yellow. So what I know now is that mid is a question mark. Ramp should be clear-ish. Orange is holding palace. So what are my two question marks? B-apps and middle, basically. So I'll be throwing this Molotov. So they can't like push up as I'm scaling up here. And now I see a guy dying on the ramp. So again, similar thing, clear this out. But now since I have a bit less info, I just play it safe. They might be coming slow B or something, for example. Because after that first kill on the A side, there's not really a reaction on the A bomb side. Now I see a guy in top mid. Just waiting a bit behind the smoke. Clearly getting bored already. And we see two guys middle. I also know that there's only two guys left looking at the top of the screen, so that's why I'm knife out here. Just like taking as much map control away from these two guys in top mid as possible. Get a free kill on the guy who's not looking. And I know he should be somewhere out here and get the kill there as well. On to the next round. Skip forward again. Going B again. See, it's always very similar what I'm doing here. Now we don't start with the jump spot, we just molly. As for some reason I expected a B rush, I think. Again, take map control away. I see there's a guy top mid. I also notice now that they're kicking each other, so there's only two people left. So this round's not really that relevant for things to look at, I guess. But I'm again taking map control away from them. And only one guy left, and there he is, and that's the game. Alright, that's a bit about like what was going on inside my head during that game. I hope that was kind of useful. I tried to explain things in a way that are understandable and not too detailed, and just keep it at the base level at what I see and how I react to those things. Yeah, I hope this was useful.